Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, with a 2,000-point Maelstrom of War mission, Contact Lost. So the basic premise of this story is that millennia ago, contact with this planet was lost, and it was a less developed planet, and it kind of got pushed to the end of the to-do list, but finally it came up on some Administratum list to check out what happened and find out the story. So the Dark Angels got sent to the planet to investigate and find out what exactly was going on here, why they lost contact millennia ago, and see if there are still any humans here to continue and develop into another planet for the Imperium. When they arrived, they found out that it was a forward operating base for the Eldar, who were prepping an invasion. So the Dark Angels decided to strike against them to try to nip it in the bud before it became too much of a problem for the Imperium. So before we go any further, we're going to show you the two armies and psychic powers that we're going to be playing this during this battle. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a combined arms detachment. Leading that detachment, I have an Interrogator Chaplain with Terminator armor. I have a 5-man tactical squad with a plasma cannon. I have another 5-man tactical squad with a plasma cannon. I have a Mortis Pattern Dreadnought with 2 twin-link las cannons. I have a 5-man Deathwing Knight Squadron with Land Raider Crusader with a multi-melta upgrade as a dedicated transport. We have a 2-bike attack bike squadron with multi-melta upgrades. We have another 2-bike attack bike squadron with multi-melta upgrades. We have a 4-bike Black Knight squadron. We have a Whirlwind. We have a 5-man Devastator squad with 2 grav cannons inside a Rhino as a dedicated transport. And last but not least, we have a 3-tank Predator squadron with twin-link las cannons and las cannon sponsons. So for the Eldar, they'll be running a combined arms detachment and an aspect host formation. So starting with the combined arms detachment, we have the Warlord and HQ for that. We have Prince Uriel. For the second HQ choice, we have a Farseer on a jet bike with a Spirit Stone of a Nathlan and a Singing Spear. We have a 6-man jet bike squadron with scatter lasers and a Warlock with a Singing Spear. We have a 5-man squad of Rangers. We have a Crimson Hunter Exarch. We have a Wraith Lord with 2 scatter lasers, 2 flamers, and a Ghost Glaive. We have another Wraith Lord with 2 Bright Lances, 2 Catapults, and a Ghost Glaive. And last for the CAD, we have a Falcon with a Pulse Laser and 2 Shuriken Cannons. We have a 6-person Howling Banshee squad with an Exarch, a Wave Serpent as a dedicated transport with a Shuriken Cannon and a twin-linked Bright Lance. Then for the aspect host formation, we have a 10-man Dire Avenger squad with an Exarch with a power weapon and a Shimmer Shield. We have another 10-man Dire Avenger squad with an Exarch with a power weapon and Shimmer Shield, and a Wave Serpent as a dedicated transport with a Shuriken Cannon and a twin-link Bright Lance. And last but not least, we have a 5-man Fire Dragon squad with an Exarch. So psychic powers for the Eldar, the Warlock rolled on the Runes of Battle, and he got the Primaris power of Conceal Reveal, and then he rolled and got Protect Jinx. Then the Farseer rolled on the Runes of Fate, and he got the Primaris power of Guide. He got Executioner, Mind War, and Eldritch Storm. Alright, so those are the armies that we'll be playing today. Deployment we've got here, I'll show you the objectives. So we've got objective 4, we're doing the Contact Loss, which is we draw 1 objective the first turn, and then we draw up to 6 based upon how many objectives we have secured. So objective 4 is over here. Objective 5 is over there. Oh no, objective 3, sorry, is over here. Let me get that in focus. 3. We've got objective 2 over here. We've got objective 6 right over here. Objective 1 is back over here, and objective 5 is back over here. So deployment, we've got the Grav Devastators here in the Rhino. We've got a 5-man tactical squad there. We've got the Mortis Pattern Dreadnought. One of the attack bike squads. Another 5-man tactical squad. The Black Knights. The Land Raider with the Knights and the Interrogator Chaplain inside. We've got the attack bikes, the Whirlwind, and the Predators. Then over here on Eldar, we've got a Wave Serpent with the Dire Avengers inside. We've got another squad of the Dire Avengers right there. Inside of this Wave Serpent, we have the what are they called? The Howling Banshees And Prince Uriel is attached to that group there. We've got the Rangers back here. We've got the jet bikes, one of the Wraith Lords. We've got the Falcon right there with the Fire Dragons. And we've got the other Wraith Lord there. I feel like I did good. I just forgot one group's name, right? That's not bad for an Imperium player. So the way it stands right now, the Eldar are going to go first, unless the Dark Angels can seize the initiative. No, I cannot. So we'll come back to you with the card drawn for the Eldar before moving on to movement phase for turn 1. All right, Eldar first turn here. Drew hold the line, so he needs 3 units within 12 inches of his table edge, which he, doing Hammer and Anvil, we had up to 24 inches, and he deployed very aggressively, so he's going to have to figure out what he wants to do with that. So moving on, we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angel, or for the Eldar here on turn 1. Eldar movement on turn 1. The Wave Serpent came shooting up here, passed his dangerous terrain test. These guys kind of moved around to get some better angles. These guys shot over this way. They stood still where they were. These guys didn't really want to move too much when they're moving through cover, so they kind of shuffled up a bit. These guys shot up as well. And that's movement phase. So moving on to psychic phase, my opponent rolled a 1, leaving me with 1 die, leaving him with 5 dice. So what do you want to roll first?
I am going to do one die for guide on the jet bikes.
1 die for guide on the jet bikes. It goes off with a 6. I'm going to try to deny that. Yeah, denied. Woo! Figured that was my best chance with the 1 die thing. All right, so now he's going to use the rest of his dice on Conceal Reveal onto his Warlock. So needing, how many do you need for this?
Just 1.
Just 1? So he's going to roll the rest. Getting 1, with a lot of 1s there, but still getting 1. So these guys now have Shrouding. Good for them. All right, so the Twin Link Bright Lance, moving on to the shooting phase here. Twin Link Bright Lance from the Wave Serpent into the Dreadnought there. So hitting on a 3.
This one hits on 2 because it's part of the aspect host.
Oh, hits on 2 because it's part of the aspect host.
+1 ballistic skill.
So, okay, so hitting on 2. Whoop. Twin linked. That's cocked. 2, so that's enough. All right, so it hits. Strength 8, right?
Yes.
Strength 8, front armor is 12, so needing 4 to glance. Nope, nothing. All right, moving on. All right, Shuriken Cannon into him. So hitting on 2s. All right, 2 hits. It's strength 6, so glancing on 6s. Whoa, 2 glances. Wow, okay. So he's behind this, which gives him a 5-up cover save, and then it's night fighting, so he gets a 4-up cover save. So 2 4-up cover saves. Yeah, that's how you do it. All right, this Wave Serpent is going to do the same thing into him. So the Bright Lance hitting on a 2. Oh, no, this one's hitting on a 3 because he's not part of the aspect host. All right, that hits. Looking for a 4 to glance. Nope, nothing. And then the Shuriken Cannon? Shuriken Cannon, yes. Okay, hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Glancing on 6s. Oh, man, 2 glances again. Wow. All right, 4-up cover saves. Okay, 1 goes through. All right, he's down to 2. Not bad. All right, the jet bikes here are going to fire into the Artist Pattern Dreadnought. So we've got 24 scatter laser shots coming in here. So hitting on 3s. Oof, that is a fair number there.
Cocked?
Yes, that cocked. Cool.
Okay, so that was a miss.
There's another 2 right there. Right there. Cool. That's a fair number of hits there.
Hopefully it'll be enough. Now we need 6s.
Now we need 6s to glance. Oh boy. Hope you used all your 6s on those catapults.
Those are pretty good shots.
Yes, really good. 6s. We got 1. Okay, I can do with 1. All right, 1 4 plus. Yeah, that's how you do it. All right. The Wraith Lord here is going to fire into the Dreadnought. So 2 Bright Lances, which are strength 8. Strength 8. So hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Yep. Glancing on 4s. Let's do it up here. 4s. 1 pen. 1 4+ save. Yeah! The Wraith Lord over here is going to fire into my Black Knights, who are going to jink. So he's got the, what are they again? I'm sorry? Scatter lasers. So we got 8 shots coming in here from there.
Yep.
All right, hitting on 3s. Okay.
So
3 misses. Yep. Alrighty.
What's their toughness?
Their toughness is 5.
So wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s. Okay.
3 wounds.
So 3 wounds. 3 2+ jinx saves because of night fighting. Whoa, rerollable. Yes, rerollable for a 4+ because of ITC rules. And he's good. He's going to fire into the bikers who are already jinking. So first we're going to do the pulse laser. Is that what you said, right?
Yeah.
All right, pulse laser first, hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits.
8.
Strength 8, so wounding on 2s. All right, 2 wounds. 2 2+s. They're good. And then we've got the, what do we have? The 2 shuriken cannons are going to fire into them. So hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. Yep. 3s to wound. 1 2 3 4 wounds. All right. 4 2+s. All good. So that's it for Eldar here on turn 1. So he's going to just, he's got his jet bike moves during the assault phase. So we'll come back to you. He didn't get his cards, so we'll come back to you after the cards for Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right, Dark Angels drew secure objective 2, which I'm currently on, which is great. So movement phase for the Dark Angels here. These guys didn't move. They didn't move. He shuffled around. These guys moved up. Didn't move. Pivoted a bit. Didn't move. Shot up. Didn't immobilize. Shot up, automatically passed the dangerous terrain test. So that's movement phase, so we're going to move on to shooting phase now. All right, the squad inside here is going to fire onto the Wave Serpent here. So I've got 2 grav cannons that are going to fire. The black ones are going to be the Signum, so hitting on 2s. Green's going to be hitting on 3s. All right, 2s and 3s. Okay, lots of 1s. All right, and glancing on 6s, re-rolling because of grav amps. All right, 2 so far. All right, 3. So you got 3 jinx saves, which could be on the 3 up because of night fight. Okay, 2 go through, which actually destroys it because it's 2 hull points and 2 immobilize results.
3 hull points.
Yeah, but 2 immobilize give it another hull point because grav cannons glance and immobilize. So he's dead. So we'll disembark the unit from there and continue from there. All right, so that's what happened there. They passed their pinning test, so they're not pinned. All right, moving on. These guys are going to fire into that Wave Serpent. He will also jink, and the only thing that can do anything to it is going to be the multi-meltas. So that's 2 multi-meltas hitting on 3s. Oh, sorry. All right, so that's 2 hits. They're within its range. I'm sorry, I knocked over your dudes there. The 2 hits, so front armor is 12. So looking for 4 on the first shot. That's a pen. Looking for it on the second shot. That's also a pen. So that's 2 pens. He's jinking, so it's going to be 2 3+ armor save, or 2 plus 3+ jinx saves. Both go through, so both are +2 to the result. That's below. Oop, sorry, one moment. So he's got the Serpent Shield. Forgot about that. On a 2 up. Oh, one of them goes through. So I'll re-roll it since I rolled 2 for the result there. So 1's a pen and 1 is a glance. So the pen is +2 to the result because of Melta. 4, so it will be snap shooting next turn. All right, moving on. All right, the Dreadnought is going to fire onto him. Only one of them is within arc of his gun. So that's going to be hitting on a 3, twin linked. So that's a hit. 9 on a 12, need a 3 to glance. That's a pen. On a 2+ it becomes, yep, it's a, whatchamacallit, a glance, but it's a wreck. So the squad inside.
has it. It's still jinking.
Oh, that was a jinx save. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. So that was a successful jinx save. So yeah, it's good. All right. So the Predator Squadron is going to fire into his Wraith Lord over there. So the black ones are going to be twin linked, and the green ones are not. So hitting on 3s. Whoop. Drop one of my black ones. All right, twin link on this. Okay, wasn't meant to be. So I've got this many hits. What's his toughness?
8.
Toughness 8. So I'm going to be wounding on 3s, re-rolling because of Monster Hunter. Okay, did not need to re-roll. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 saves. 4 plus because of Night Fight, so intervening models plus Night Fight. So 7 4 pluses. 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. He is dead. Okay, moving on. All right, these bikers here are going to fire into the Falcon, right? Falcon over there. So I got 2 multi-melta shots coming in, hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits. They're not in melta range, so I'm looking for 4s to glance. Right, armor 12, front armor 12. Yep, 4s to glance. 1 pen. He didn't jink, but he still gets a 6 plus Night Fight save. Yeah, you get a 4 plus save because of 5 plus. I feel like the hill's blocking you there. So 1 4 plus save. That's good. All right. I'm going to fire the Whirlwind's Strength 4, AP 5, ignores cover blast onto him there. Whoa, come back here, die. Why are you running away from me? Does not bode well. Let's see if it scatters. It's a direct hit, so that hits all of them. So we'll get the dice together for that one. All right, so all 8 were hit. So looking for 4s. Oh, shoot. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 armor saves, 3 plus armor saves. 3 plus, so 1, 2 die. All right, moving on. All right, so the Land Raider there is going to fire most of its weapons into him, but then he's going to power the Machine Spirit, the Multi-Melta, into him. So we'll do the Multi-Melta shot first, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. It's in Melta range. So looking for 4s to glance. That's a 5, it's a pen. He's got a 5 up invul, he didn't want to jink. So 5 up, what's up? 1. What's that? Just 1 pen, yeah, 1 pen. So 5 up invul, he's good, all right. So we'll get the other dice ready. All right, he's firing into him. So blacks are the assault cannon, greens are the hurricane bolters. Hitting on 6s, twin linked. All right, we got 1 hit so far with the bolters. Oh, jeez. Just 2 hits with the bolters. He's strength 8.
Toughness 8, yeah.
Oh, toughness 8. Nope, they can't do anything, I just realized, because they're bolter shots. So, yep. All right, never mind then. So, bwomp, bwomp. All right, these guys are going to fire into the Falcon over here. They jinked last turn, so they're going to be snap firing. But they're within rapid fire range, so we've got 8 plasma talon shots coming in. Hitting on 6s because they're snap firing. Okay, I've got 2 that were 1s and 1 6, so 1 hit so far. These 2 1s, if I roll 1s again, they get hot. Nope, but they also didn't hit. And these re-rolling, we got 1 more hit. So we've got a total of 2 hits. Strength 7, front armor is 12, so looking for 5s to glance. 1 glance and 1 pen. So he's got 5 up invul over here. So let's do the glance first. Saved, and then the pen. No, the pen goes through. So it's AP1, so it's +1 to the result. 4, so it's shaken. So he snap firing and what's up?
Spirit Stones.
Oh, the Spirit Stones lets him
On a 4 up.
on a 4 up.
I ignore that effect.
He ignores that effect. Okay.
The whole point goes down.
Yeah, the whole point still goes down, but he can ignore the effect of the pen
Yeah.
on a 4 up. No. Okay. So he is shaken, which is he'll be snap firing and can't move next turn. All right, so moving on. All right, the plasma cannon there is going to fire over onto these the Dire Avengers over here. So let's see if he gets hot. He does not. So let's see if it scatters. It does quite a bit. I think it's going to be way off, but not far enough to get anything of mine because it's 7 inches, which is going to be like right over here. So that's a miss. 7 inches.
Make sure it doesn't clip the front row or anything.
Okay.
It's over that guy, right?
Yep. 7 inches that direction.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's way off. All right, cool. Moving on. This plasma guy is going to do the same thing over here. Does he get hot? He does not. His scatter, direct hit. So that's everyone except for him. So that's going to be 9 hits. All right, so we got 9 hits on them. Wounding on 2s. Okay, so 9 4+ saves because he got 5 here plus 5 up terrain here with this wrecked wave serpent plus night fight. So 9 4+ saves. 1 2 3 4 2 4 5. Right? 5? Oh, I thought 6? All right, so 6 guys die. All right, that's it for the shooting phase here. These guys are going to charge the Falcon. So let's see what the roll is. They got 9 inches, so they should be able to make it. All right, we'll move them in and come back to you with the fight stuff phase. All right, the Black Knights made it into combat here. So they've got 2 base attacks each. 2 base attacks each, plus 1 for the charge, plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. So they are hitting on 3s. Okay. Here, I'm gonna put that back in focus. All right, hitting on 3s. Strength is strength plus 1 because of the Corvus hammers, so glancing on 5s. All right, so we've got. This is also rending, but it doesn't do anything to the AP. So, yep. So there we go. We've got pens, so it's a wreck. So we'll disembark them. Oh, they've got a 5. He's got a 5 up invul save. I'm sorry. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 pens and 1 glance. So we'll do the one. Yeah, we could do the blue as the glance, and the pinks are the pens. So 5 up invul saves. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. So that's enough to see if it blows up. So it's 3 pens. I don't think it can blow up actually, because they're AP dash. So yeah. So we'll just disembark them, and that'll be the end of Dark Angel's turn. I did score my objective, so I've got that 1 point. So we'll come back to you after the card draw for Eldar here on turn for turn 2. All right, so he drew behind enemy lines, and he also drew Skyborne Assault. So Skyborne Assault is if he has a Skimmer or Eldar jet bike type to kill an enemy unit, he gets the points, and then behind enemy lines, he has to be within 12. So, and then he still has hold the line. All right, Eldar movement. These guys shuffled up a bit here. On comes the Crimson Hunter. The Wave Serpent from up there shot over here. The jet bike shot up this way. These guys are moving their way up front too. Over there, that's where the Fire Dragons, they came out here after wrecked and moved over this way, and the Wraith Lords moving up that way. That's movement phase for the Eldar here on turn 2. So Psychic phase. We're gonna roll on the Psychic phase. Got rolled a 1. Okay, so it leaves me with 1 die. My opponent with 5 dice, or the Crimson Hunter, or no, okay.
That's the Hemlock Wraith.
Oh, that's the Hemlock Wraith Lane. Okay, I know. I keep forgetting which ones are which. So.
Well, I'm using the fins of
right.
Hemlock.
Oh, okay.
I think they look cool.
Yeah, they definitely look cool. That's a sweet looking plane right there. Cool. All right. So psychic powers. What are we gonna do first here? So first we're going to do guide here on these Dire Avengers, right? All right, he's going to roll 2 dice, needing 1. It goes off with 1. I'm not going to roll. I'm going to let that go through. So guide goes through. All right, then we're going to, on the bikes, he's going to give them protect, which will give them a 2+ armor save. So rolling 3 dice?
Yeah, 3 dice need 1.
Cool. 3 dice needing 1. Getting it with 1. I'm going to try to deny that. Nope. Only rolled a 5. All right, so they've got a 2+ armor save. Wah, wah. So moving on to the shooting phase, these Dire Avengers battle focus, so they ran up 6 inches up to here, and now they're going to fire onto the bikes over here. So they've got guide on them, so they will be shooting. What's their weapon again?
The Avenger Shuriken Catapult.
Avenger Shuriken Catapult. Sounds very scary. What is it?
It is a Strength 4 AP 5 Assault 2 with Rend.
Strength 4 AP 5 Assault 2 with Rend. Okay, with Rend, that's a lot of shots coming in. I'm gonna jink.
It's 20 shots.
Yeah, 20 shots coming in here. So
They hit on 2s with a reroll.
hitting on 2s with a reroll. Oh man. Oh yeah, because the aspect host. Woo! Brutal. All right, 2s with a reroll because of guide. Oop. Yeah, just roll that one. That's fine. Okay, there's 1, 1. Reroll that, right? Because of guide. Yep, all hits. Toughness 5. So you said it's strength what?
4.
Strength
But
4.
they're
So
really one of those 6s.
yeah, looking for 5s or 6s to rend. Okay. Wow, there's a couple rends. Yeah, I'm glad I jinxed. That would have been them wiped right there. Normal and normal. All right, so there's 7 wounds, 4 of them rend, but I'm just going to jink them all, just because that'll make it. That's a better roll that way. So 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 4 pluses. Re-roll because of being Ravenwing. All right, so 2. So the front guy here is dead. All right, these guys battle focus, so they ran up and now they're shooting into my attack marines there. So we've got 4 guys left here. So we've got 8 shots coming in, hitting on 2s. All right, they don't have the guide on them, luckily. And then wounding on 4s, because it's strength 4. 6s are rending.
2 rends.
All right, got 2 rends and 2 regular saves. So the 2 rends are just going to go and take them out. And then I've got the 2 regular saves, looking for 3s. 1 more dies, which from these guys is going to be my sergeant. All right, moving on. All right, the fire dragons there are going to be fire. They battle focused and ran up, and now they're going to fire onto the land raider there. So they've got strength 8 melted guns here coming in here. So basically just melted guns.
Fusion guns.
Fusion guns. Okay. Same thing.
Basically.
Yeah. It works out to be like the same thing. Really bad for my land
Exarch
raider.
has the same gun, but I'm going to roll him first because he has a reroll he can burn.
Okay, the Exarch has a reroll, so you can reroll.
But he can reroll hit, or he can reroll armor pen.
Okay, so he gets 1 reroll that he gets to burn, so we'll see if he wants to do it. So hitting on a 2, right?
On 2.
Hitting on a 2. That's a hit.
And then the rest of them do not have a reroll.
Do not have the reroll. So hitting on a 2. All right, 1 miss.
2 misses.
Oh, 2 misses. So we've got 3 hits here. They're all going to be Melta, so we'll just do 1 at a time. Do you want to do the leader first? Yep, Exarch first. So strength 8, looking for 6s to glance. That's a 5.
Reroll that.
You're going to burn the reroll for the Exarch. That's a pen.
The other 2.
And the other 2, 1 at a time. That's a pen. And that's a pen.
Okay.
All right, so 3 pens. Do you want to show the result?
Here's the fun part.
Okay. Are they AP1? So +2. Yep.
But they also have a special roll that gives them another +1. So 4 up blows it up.
Oh, it's basically +3 here to blow up.
Yes.
So we got 4 plus 3s. 3 plus, yeah, 3 4-ups to see if it blows up. Boom, it's blown up 3 times. All right, so how far does it blow up?
That we will see.
3 inches. All right, so we'll figure this one out and we'll come back to you with the result. All right, that's the result. Everyone was fine. So, but that is a Land Raider that is gone. All right, moving on. The Wraith Lord here is going to fire into these dude bros. So, looking for 3s to hit. Oh, wow, nice shot. All right, strength, what is it?
6.
Strength 6, toughness 5 because they got shield wall there. So you're looking for 3s to wound. Whew. So missing 2. So we've got 2,
6.
2, 4, 6. All right. So we've got 6 2+ saves. 1 guy dies. Cool. All right, moving on. All right, the scatter bikes are going to fire into my dreadnought. So we've got 16 shots coming in, hitting on 3s. Okay.
Miss, cocked.
Yep, roll that again. Cool.
Miss.
Yeah. Alrighty, and then glancing on 6s.
Yep.
Oh, rough. Okay, nothing. All right, moving on. All right, the Crimson Hunter here is going to fire onto the Dreadnought. So,
Pulse laser first.
we're going to use the Pulse Laser first. Is he hit on 2s or 3s?
2s. For
2s. 2s for him. So 2 hits. What's the strength?
8.
Strength 8, so looking for force to glance. All right, 1 pen. 1 5 up. Nope. So that's 1 pen that goes through. What's the AP on it?
2.
AP 2, so +1 on this. 2, so it's going to be snap firing, which is actually pretty good.
Good for it.
Yeah.
And then 2 bright lances.
And then 2 bright lances.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. Both hits.
Should have rolled them all at once.
Yeah.
Because it's.
Oh, is it the same thing?
I thought he was armor 13.
Oh no, it's armor 12.
If he's
oh,
if
bright
it's armor
lancer.
12 or below,
Yeah.
pulse laser is exactly the same.
Okay.
as lances.
Okay. Cool. So now 2 hits, strength 8, looking for force to glance. Got 1 glance. 1 5 up. Otherwise, it's dead. No, it is dead. All right, that is a wreck. Ah. All right, the Rangers are going to fire into my bikes there. They're not going to jink because, I don't know, I apparently don't like my bikes. So so here we go, hitting on 3s.
Yes.
Okay, so we got 1 hit. Yeah, we got 1 hit in here. Wounding on a 4. 6s are rending. Nope, nothing. All right, moving on. All right, so the Wraith Lord here is going to charge into these guys here. He needs my Stormbolter can't do anything to him in Overwatch, so not going to do it. So he needs a 7-inch charge to make it in here.
Yep.
All right. Just misses. Okay, that's rough. Do you want these guys to charge in?
They can't.
They can't. Okay, oh, that's right, because they shot their weapons.
No,
oh,
it's
because they battle focused, right?
They are assault weapons, so
Yeah.
they could, but they ran for the
Oh, because they ran for the battle focus, so they can't charge. Okay, cool. All right, so that's actually the end of the Eldar turn here. So we'll come.
jetpack movement.
Oh yeah, we got the jet bike movements, but that's yeah.
It's during assault phase.
Yeah, that's during assault phase. We'll come back to you after with the cards. All right, so he got behind enemy lines with that wave serpent that jumped up, and he did not get the other 2. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. So I drew cards. I drew Objective 6 twice, Scare Objective 5, and Assassinate. So we'll see how that goes. Dark Angel movement phase. These guys stood still. These guys stood still. He stood still. These guys stood still. These guys shot up from over there. These guys pivoted looking over this way. He stood still. My knights moved up that way. And these knights moved up this way looking down on those guys. So that's the movement phase. Moving on to shooting phase. All right, these guys are going to be firing into the Falcon over here. So, Wave Serpent. I'm sorry, Wave Serpent over there. So they're going to be hitting on 3s. He's jinking. He already said so. So hitting on 3s. Nope. Missed. Okay, moving on. All right, this plasma guy here is going to fire onto him there, putting it right over the cockpit right there. So let's see if he gets hot. He does not. Let's see if it scatters. It scatters 3 inches.
Probably still clip it.
I think it'll still clip it, so let's figure out. 3 inches. Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, it's right over there.
So you put it right over the glass, right?
Yeah, right over the glass. So you got that?
Right about like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you clip it.
Oh yeah, still clipped it. So he was still jinking. So that's 1 hit, glancing on a 5. That's a pen. 4+ jink. Nope. That's a miss. So it's a glance. Let's see, +1 because it's AP 2. 6 immobilized, so it doesn't matter. So, all right. So his guys will get out of there. Yeah. All right. So the Devastator squad from in here is going to fire onto these guys here. They're all in cover there. They were kind of towing on the edge there, but they're falling over, so we just pushed them in. I think it's cool. So, yeah, so the 2 grav cannons are going to fire. The black's going to be the Signum, hitting on 2s. Greens are hitting on 3s. 2s and 3s. Okay, should have done it the other way around, but that's cool. All right, what's their armor save?
4.
4 plus armor save. So, whoa. Let's get another one here. So, wounding on 4s. Rerolling because of grav amps. That's cocked. All right, rerolling because of grav amps. All right, so we've got 4, 6, 7 cover saves there. So those we said we were doing 4 up on those guys. So 7 4 up cover saves. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, yeah. So 4 didn't pass. So that's just the front 4 there. So cool. All right, moving on. All right, since he was snap shooting anyway because of jinking, he's going to fire into the Crimson Hunter. He's not jinking because he doesn't think I can roll a 6, which I mean I don't blame him. Nope, I didn't.
Close.
So it was close, but no cigar. All right, the Stormbolter from the Rhino is going to fire into these guys, hitting on 3s. Wounding on, what's their average toughness there? 3. So wounding on 3. That's a wound. 4 plus. Or what's their armor save?
4 plus.
4 plus. All right. So 4 plus. They're good. All right. All right. The Whirlwind is going to fire onto the jet bikes over here with the Strength 5 AP 4 because he's got 2 plus armor right now with the Protect. So does it hit? It scatters 4 inches this way. So
probably hit something. Can't hit the flyer because it's zooming.
Yeah.
I think it's more up that way.
This way?
No, look at it. See, it's more pointing towards that hut, so you go towards the hut.
Okay.
So it's like right here?
Yeah, this way. Yeah, this one, that one. Yeah. So comes out to here.
Whoops.
I think it's still going to clip.
Can you
3 guys?
move the Crimson Hunter?
All right. We're going to figure this one out and come back to it. All right, so I hit 2 bikers and a Dire Avenger. So I'm going to do the 2 bikers, Strength 5, Toughness 4. So looking for 3s. That's 2 wounds, 2 plus armor save. 1 dies. And then, what's the toughness of the Dire Avenger?
4. Or no, I'm sorry, 3.
3. So looking for 2s. So that's a wound on the Dire Avenger. Blasting from here, they don't get cover. It's AP, Strength 5, AP 4. What's their armor?
4.
So it's AP 4. So he doesn't get cover save because it's.
Shimmer Shield is the final bit.
Oh, Shimmer Shield for the whole unit. Okay, 5 plus. No. So Dire Avenger dies. Cool. Alrighty. So moving on. The Black Knights are going to fire into the Fire Dragons. So I've got 8 Plasma Talon shots coming in. So hitting on 3s. Twin linked. Oh. So these are all possible gets hots. Yep, 3 of them get hot. Okay. So 3 plus saves. Okay, so they're not dead. Thank God, that was brutal. All right, so we got 5 hits here, wounding on 2s. All right, do they have an invul?
No.
All right, so that's 5 just dead. So that's the unit, I think.
No, the Exarch has 2 wounds.
Oh, the Exarch has 2 wounds.
So he actually eats 2 and leaves 1 guy.
Okay, so he ate 2, left 1 guy. Cool. All right, moving on. All right, the Predators here are going to fire actually onto Prince Uriel's squad over here. So I'm only going to get 6 shots in because of the side there. Because they're a squadron, they don't block line of sight for each other. So I've got the 3 twin link turrets and then the 3 sponsons that are on the sides there. So the blacks are going to be the twin linked, shooting in, hitting on 3s. All right, twin linked. Okay. Wounding on 2s. Okay. So we've got 5 4 plus saves.
So we'll do these one at a time.
Okay.
So on her.
4 plus. Nope. So first one is dead. So we've got 4 left. Exarch. Nope. And that's going to double out. Nope. So now we've got 3 onto Uriel here. Does he have a invul?
Yeah, it's 4 up.
A 4 up invul. Okay. So 4 up. He's good. 2 more.
Nope.
Nope. And he's dead. Okay.
Yep.
That's Slay the Warlord. So that's it for the shooting phase here. We're going to do charges. These guys are going to charge into the Wraith Lord. So he's going to overwatch with the scatter lasers, looking for 6s. Oh, no, nothing. All right, so they're going to be in. So we'll move them in and we'll come back to you with the fight subphase. All right, so here we go. Coming in here, the first ones I'm going to take back are the first one that's going to hit is my Interrogator Chaplain. So he's got 3 base plus 1 for the charge. He's got Furious Charge as a Warlord trait. So let's see what happens. What's the weapon skill? What's your weapon skill 4? So hitting on 3s. Reroll because of first round of combat with Zealot. All right. Effective strength 7 versus toughness 8. So I'm looking for 5s to wound. 1 wound, and you get that's AP 4. So you get 3 plus save. Boom, saved. All right. Now we're going on to initiative step 4. So I've got my guys coming in here. Weapon skill 5. The greens are going to be the knights with the maces of absolution. So they're going to be hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s because it's strength plus 2. The yellow is the Knightmaster with the flail of the Unforgiven, which is Fleshbane. So they're going to be wounded on 2s. So hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of first round of combat. Okay. Greens are wounding on 5s. Yellows are wounding on 2s. Okay. All right. So we've got these are all AP 3. So does he have an invul? He doesn't have an invul. All right. So he will be dead, but he gets to strike back. So he's got his 4 attacks. Yep. 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. One to hit. Strength is Mastercrafted. 2 hits. Strength 10, right? Strength 9. So wounding on 2s, AP 2. So that's 2 wounds. 2 3 plus invul saves because of shields. All right, cocked. All right, so they're good. So Wraith Lord is dead. All right. So we'll come back to you with the cards for the Dark Angels that we got. All right, so I got 2 objective 6s, and Assassinate, I actually killed 3 characters, so D3, 1. So 1 point there. So I've got a total of 4 points. All right, moving on. So Eldar drew 2 cards, got Blood and Guts and Legacy of Sorrow. So, all right, moving on. All right, so Eldar movement phase. These guys moved up. These guys moved up. Jet bikes moved up. He's running away from all sorts of knights, which I mean is the smart move to make. These guys are still back here holding on to that objective. Good job. All right, so, and the Crimson Hunter's moving up looking on these bros. So, alrighty, so moving on now to Psychic phase. Do you want to roll for the Psychic phase? Roll the 6. So we'll come back to you with the Psychic phase.
2 dice.
So the first thing he's going to do is cast Guide on the Dire Avengers. He's going to use 2 dice. He needs 1 to go off here. So looking for 1. Not getting it. Okay.
I will use my once.
Oh, he's going to use his once per phase reroll from the Spirit Stone of Anaflan.
No.
Oh no, sorry.
The battle runes.
The battle runes.
That's a standard Farseer.
Just a standard Farseer thing. So sorry. So he's going to roll this again. There we go. Gets it with 1, and I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go.
It's
all right.
not something you buy.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
you can
fine.
just
The
do
guide.
that once per phase.
Cool. So those guys are guided. All right. So he's going to cast Mind War against this unit here. So it's a Focus Witchfire. It needs 2, but he's going to reduce it down to 1 with the Spirit Stone of Anaflan. So looking for 1, getting it with 3. So I'm going to try to deny it because it sounds really scary. And not getting any 6s, so it goes off. So you just have to roll the hit. So just run, just 1d6 to hit. This is a Witchfire. Hitting on a 2. That's a hit. So which of these, since you got more than one, you can actually choose as a focus Witchfire, which of those models you want to do it. So the Chaplain, okay? So the Chaplain is, we're going to figure out what we need to do for this and come back to you with it. All right, so we're each going to roll a d6 and add our respective leadership. So we're both 10, so it's just going to be whoever gets the highest on this d6 roll. All right, I'm going to roll first. Ooh, a 6. Here we go. A 3. So what happens?
So you have a -1 penalty to weapon skill and ballistic skill.
Oh snap, I've got a -1 weapon skill and ballistic skill penalty. So not bad, not bad. All right, moving on. So now he's going to cast Eldritch Storm. He's going to cast it over here onto these guys. What he's going to do is he's going to roll it on the 5, but he's going to use the Spirit Stone of Anathalan to drop it down to 3. So he needs 3 successes to for this to go off at the Warp Charge 4 level. So, ooh, it does not go off. Whew, okay. That was brutal. All right, moving on. All right, so the Dire Avengers here are going to fire into my tactical squad there. So he's going to be hitting on 2s and re-rolling because they're guided. So because they are part of the formation that gives you +1 to your ballistic skill. So so here we go, hitting on 2s. Re-rolling 1s. There's another one in there, in the middle there. Cool. All right, so that's all hits. What's the strength again?
4.
Strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s.
Blade Storm, which is...
With Blade Storm?
It's what it's called. It's the same as Rending, except it doesn't do anything against vehicles.
Oh, okay, so it's rending and it doesn't help against vehicles. So
yeah,
it's just 6s will get through their armor.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was a super cantankerous old
I'll reroll that.
Okay.
As much as
Okay. So, yeah.
Two Rens.
So we got 2 Rens
And 2 more regular.
and a whole bunch of wounds.
3 more regular wounds.
So 3, 6, 7, 8 regular wounds and 2 Rens. Which ones do you want to do first?
Go ahead and do the regular ones first.
Okay, so that's 8 of them.
Yeah, because
All right,
I'd like to
6.
take out the plasma cannon
Yeah,
with the Rens if I can.
yeah.
So hopefully you
Okay,
pull one here.
so we've got 8 3 pluses. Okay, I lost 1 guy there. And then I've got 2 5-up cover saves against these Rens. Okay, and I made those. Wow, dice are on fire tonight. All right, these guys here are going to fire into this tactical squad over here. So we've got 8 shots coming in, hitting on 2s. All right, all hit. Wounding on 4s. 6s are rending essentially. So we've got 1 rend. 3 rends. Okay, so
2 regular.
and 2 regular. So
You only have 2 guys
I
left?
only got 2 guys left in there.
Well, take the regulars first, see if they...
All right, taking the regulars first. 3 plus. Nope. So he is dead. And then what is this? 3 rends. So 3 5-ups. Nope, he is dead. Okay, goodbye. All right, the Crimson Hunter is going to fire into the predators there. So he's going to do the, which ones first again? The pulse lasers. So hitting on 2s. All right, 1 hit. Strength 8, right? So 5s to glance. Nope. And then he's got 2 bright lances.
Hitting on 2.
Hitting on 2s, 2 hits. It drops their front armor down to 12, so needing 4s to glance. Oh, nothing. Okay, moving on. All right, the bikers here are going to fire into my bikers over there. So we're going to use the 3 scatter lasers first, so hitting on 3s. Okay. So, pretty statistical, I think. All right, and then wounding on, what's the strength again of this? 6, so wounding on 3s. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. 5 3 pluses. All right, so I lost one guy. All right, moving on. All right, so the singing spears from these guys are going to fire into them. So the warlock is hitting on a 3 instead of a 2. Does not hit. And then the other guy is hitting on a 2. That hits. So what is it? Strength
9.
Strength 9. So wounded on 2s. That's a wound. AP what?
Like 6. I don't even think it has an AP.
All right, so rolling 3 plus armor save. He's got it. All right, moving on. All right, the fire dragon is going to fire into the bike, so they're going to jink. So hitting on 2s. That's a hit. Wounded on 2. That's a wound. 3 plus jink save. They're good. All right. Battle focus. He's going to run. That should be it, I think, for shooting phase. Oh no, he's got his. He's still got the sniper rangers. So we'll come back with those. All right, the sniper rangers here are going to fire into that squad there. So hitting on 3s.
Oh, look at that. 3
All right,
6s.
3 6s. So 3 precision shots.
We'll go for broke and just put them all on the chaplain.
He's going to put them all on the chaplain, and then 1 regular shot. Let's do the regular shot. 1 on 4. Nope. 3 on the chaplain. Got 2 regular shots onto the chaplain.
I was hoping for red.
2 pluses. He takes a wound, so he's down to 2. All right, moving on. All right, so that's it for the Eldar turn. He's got some jet bike moves. He's moving 12 with the jet bikes, which is pretty nice, but no actual assault. So we'll come back to you with the cards that he's gotten. All right, so he got Legacy of Sorrow because he killed my my sergeant in that tax squad. All right, Dark Angels pulled Overwhelming Firepower, Hungry for Glory, and Secure Objective 1, which is held by his rangers right now. All right, movement phase. These guys stood still. Those bikers moved up. He moved up. They stood still. They shifted around. He stood still. Those guys are moving up that way. And these bikers moved over this way. So now we're going to move on to the shooting phase. All right, the squad in here is going to fire onto this squad over here. So I've got the blacks are going to be the Signum, hitting on 3s. Greens are wounding on 2s. Or hitting on 3s, I should say. Blacks are hitting on 2s. Okay. All right, wounding on, what's their armor save? 4. So wounding on 4s, rerolling because of grav amps. All right, rerolling because of grav amps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so yep, here we go. So we're gonna do 3 at a time. Actually, 5 up.
And take. I feel like the priority.
Okay, 3 make it. Another 3 5 ups. Okay, so the 3 guys die. All right. So moving on. All right, these bikers here are going to fire into these bikers. So I've got 6 plasma talon shots coming in. He said he's jinking. So hitting on 3s. Twin linked. Okay. So 5 wounding on 2s.
It's different than.
Okay, so 3. 3 4 plus jink saves.
Yeah, because the first 3 will just be bikers.
Yeah. Okay, 1 dies. So that's the closest guy right here. All right, he is dead. Moving on. All right, the Predators are going to fire into the Crimson Hunter here. So I've got the 3 twin links. Everything is hitting on 6s. Okay, 1 hit so far. These are twin linked. Still 1 hit. What's the front armor? 10. So 1 to glance. That's a pen. 4 plus jink save. Jink, jink, jink. Nope, it goes through. So plus 1. 5. Weapon destroyed. And it takes a hull point. All right, moving on. The Whirlwind is going to fire right on top of him right there. See if it scatters. Direct hit. So that's 5 guys that it hits. So strength 5, AP 4. Wounding on toughness 3. So wounding on 2s. All right, so we got 4 wounds. What's their armor save?
4.
All right, so they got the shimmer shield though, right? So 4 plus armor saves, or 4 plus shimmer shield saves. Oh, 5 plus shimmer saves.
How many wounds did you do?
4.
4. So 4,
Yes,
5.
so 4 or 5 plus. If I can count. 4 or 5 pluses. All right, so 3 guys die from the middle here. The closest is probably going to be those guys. Yeah. All right, so moving on. Bikers here are going to fire into these guys. So we've got 2 multi-meltas, 2 rapid fire and bolters, hitting on 3s, twin linked on these. All right, wounding on 3s on the green, 2s on the black. Okay, so 1 armor save and 1 shimmer shield save. So we got
White will be shimmer shield.
white will be the shimmer shield. Okay. Oh, no. So 2 guys die there. All right, moving on. He's going to fire his storm bolter into them, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. Okay, nope, nothing. This guy's going to fire into these guys. So hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on toughness 4, so 4s. All right, 1 wound. 3+ armor save. Nope, 1 guy dies. All right, moving on. All right, attack squad's going to fire into these guys. So we got the plasma cannon, see if it gets hot. It does, 3+ armor save. He's good, but he can't fire. So then I've got 3 bolter shots coming in, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 3s. 2 wounds, 2 shimmer shield saves.
Bolter, right?
Yeah.
AP5.
Oh, AP5, I'm sorry, 4+ armor save, you're right. All right, so 1 dies. Okay, moving on. All right, shooting phase is over. These guys are going to charge into the jet bikes over here. So they're going to shoot Overwatch?
Yeah.
All right, so we've got 1
scatter laser.
1 scatter laser and
2 twin link shuriken catapults.
2 twin link shuriken catapults.
Is what I'll do.
So, all right, 6s, 1 6, strength 6, right?
Yeah.
So wounds on a 3, that's a wound. 3+ armor save. You good?
And then twin link shuriken catapults.
Twin link shuriken catapults. 1 hit so far. 3 hits. All right. What is the strength on these? 4. So wounded on 5s. Oh, it's 2 wounds.
That's another rend.
Oh, one of them's a rend. Oh shoot! I didn't know they read. Oh yes. All right. So one of my guys is just dead, and then 1 he gets a 3+ armor save, and he's dead. So 2 guys are dead. Okay. So that's not helpful. What's the distance on the charge I get? 5 is not going to be far enough for them to get in. Okay, that was not great. These guys are going to try to charge him. Overwatch. Nope. Distance. Not enough. All right. So that's it for my turn. So we'll. I think that's the. Actually, I think that's going to be the end of the game that we've got here. So we talked about it, and yeah. So yeah, that's how it ends. I guess the Dark Angels were able to nip this in the bud before it became a full-blown invasion force. I'm sure we'll be back, and I'm sure when we find where they've got the heavy weapons, such as Wraith Knights held on this planet, we're gonna
you're
be
getting
facing.
a Wraith Knight.
Oh, I'm getting a Wraith Knight now, apparently. After that battle, I'm getting a Wraith Knight.
I was gonna be nice.
Yeah.
No more.
He was being nice, no more. The Wraith Knight is coming out next time. So once we return to this planet, I'm sure we're going to see a Wraith Knight. And I'm sure he's going to be just as beautifully painted as the rest of this army. So, I mean, I can't be too mad, right? All right, so yeah, hope you all enjoyed that match. I've been Phil, the Glacial Geek. My opponent's been Brian. Until next time, share, like, and subscribe to the video, and have fun.